Hi, my name is Craig Gonzalez, and I'm with Business English HQ, and today we're going to talk about how you can write better content in your business writing through asking questions. Enjoy.
Use interviews and surveys with experts or potential clients to get information, data, and opinions. These tools, these interviews and surveys, require careful preparation for me to get the best results from my questions. They require me to be good at asking the right questions to get what I'm looking for. When you're trying to write something, an email, a report, anything for work, for business, for a client, after you've done your research, or maybe even while you're doing your research, you have to ask questions. Okay? Now, asking questions helps you understand really what it is that you're trying to write about, helps you understand the perspective, and it's useful in any sort of research. So, when sitting down with someone face to face, I tend to adapt the interview to the person's answers. I can take notes because I can write, or I can record the interview with the recording equipment. And this allows me to save and just enjoy the conversation. So later when I'm listening to it and I'm transcribing it and writing it down, I've used their questions to generate all of what I need to write. I can also use the telephone technique to meet with people around the world or people who are too busy. You can use a recording service to record the interview in an MP3 and then download it to your computer. You can also interview people via email, and that's the best if the person you're asking questions to is very busy, like the CEO of your company, a competing company, maybe someone who lives overseas or in a different country. I really like it because it saves time for both of us. It gives me a document already in digital format, so if I want to write an email, if I need to write a report, I can just copy and paste their response. Finally, if the person who I'm trying to get help from has Skype, we tend to deal and combine both face-to-face and telephone meetings. So we can look at each other and see each other, but we also can do that from half a world away. Now, asking questions in an interview is huge because it allows you to get information from an expert. But sometimes you need an interview and you need answers from people that are buying your products, that work for your company, that are out in the marketplace. Let's say you're doing PR or market research and you need to reach out to these people. So there are some strategies that I use to master surveys. And when I send out surveys to a huge list, I learn more about me, about my product, about what my customers want. And that helps me when I have a real job and I want people to give me promotions, or when I'm trying to sell a product, or when I'm trying to do anything like that. Asking people questions gives you answers. Another tool I've used in consulting and teaching is survey. It's an excellent way to get feedback from a large group of people. I sometimes, if I'm in person, like if I have a classroom, I'll just survey them live, give them a piece of paper. Or I'll use internet tools like Quick Surveys or SurveyMonkey. They provide question types and they give me forms and graphs and things like that. If you have a large sample size, you can use one of these tools. But there's a few things to keep in mind. You need to be clear about which groups or group you're targeting. You need to have an idea of how many people you want to survey. You need to think carefully about the questions you want to ask. And you need to make the questionnaire long enough to achieve your goals. And the goals are to gather information from them to help you in business. Now, if you're going to write something technical, you're going to need data. We've already talked about research using the internet, using Amazon, doing searches, things like that. And now we're talking about doing research by asking questions. You can ask questions from experts, or you can ask questions from anonymous or semi-anonymous people. You would ask experts through interviews, face-to-face, telephone, or email, and you would ask anonymous types or a select group of semi-anonymous types through SurveyMonkey, in-person surveys, or quick surveys. And when you're trying to do your surveys, you need to think very carefully about your questions so you get the data that you really need. I hope this helps you understand basically how to build content, how to think about
business writing, and how to think about business writing as not just something you sit down and you do, but something you plan out, work through, build a framework for, and deeply understand. My name is Craig Gonzalez. I co-run Business English HQ with Frank. We're releasing a Business English Guide to Writing. You can find links on our website below. I really look forward to helping you. You can Twitter us at Smart English HQ. Thank you.